This morning, an extended stay hotel in Springfield Township was evacuated when this large fire broke out before the sun rose. And those tenants saw their life's possessions destroyed. 13 Action News anchor Lily Lowndes was out at Siegel Suites talking with those residents. She has the latest details tonight.
Siegel Suites resident Jen Andrews and her husband woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of fire alarms.
He went banging on doors trying to make sure he could get everybody out.
A massive fire ripping through one of the buildings at this extended stay hotel in Springfield Township around 3 a.m.
It was ridiculous. It was huge. I mean, we were standing back here by the fence and you could just feel it felt like you were in an oven.
Springfield Township Fire Department said mutual aid and auto aid brought in 4 other area departments.
With the size of fire that we had and the heat that is going on, we quickly escalated this to a second alarm fire.
Firefighters say everyone made it out safe. One firefighter was transported to the hospital for heat exhaustion. As the sun came up, the fire was under control. The fire chief told me there have been fire code violations at Siegel Suites in the past. State fire marshals are investigating the cause of this fire. Firefighters believe it started up on that top balcony right there, the blaze just ripping through the rest of this building. Traveling nurse Trish Matriciano says her friend and dog were in her apartment next door. Both escaped, her friend calling Matriciano to break the difficult news during her shift.
Oh my God, I was devastated. I had to leave my patients and I came home.
She found everything destroyed.
Our car keys are up there, everything's up there. Everything we own.
The Red Cross is helping Matriciano and anyone who lived in one of the 8 units in this building.
Start all over again somewhere.
In Springfield Township, Lily Lowndes, 13 Action News.
Firefighters